Good afternoon, friends. Today I'm going to show you a makeup look that will be versatile for any event. The first step we do is facial cleansing. Since we don't have makeup, I do it with a cleansing toner. After using a brush, I apply moisturizer. Well, of course, we apply lip balm to keep them comfortable throughout the day. I picked a foundation a little lighter than my skin, as it will oxidize and adjust to my skin. I apply with a synthetic brush specifically for foundation. I apply a thin but dense layer and watch me work it all through. The video shows all the details. I cut out very little and tried to show in more detail how I work the skin with the brush. I also apply foundation on my eyelids, in order for it to serve as a base for the shadows. Look at how detailed and thorough my skin is. This determines how well it will look in person and in photos. The next step is to powder my eyelids so that the shadows glide and fade well. With a fluffy brush, I work the crease of the eyelid. This is a technique I use for almost all makeup looks because it's versatile and emphasizes the eyelid crease anatomically. Each time I deepen and deepen the color, applying a little at a time so that there is a smooth transition. You can watch how I do it in the video. This light brown shadow does a great job of emphasizing the crease of the eyelid. Don't forget that we're extinguishing up to the elevation zone, meaning where we have the convex part of the eye, we're not touching. Next, I take a small-sized brush and pick up a color already darker. I apply it inside the lighter color to make the transition smoother and deeper. This makes for a smoother transition. Next, with a large brush, I kind of blend these colors together and make the transition even softer. Next, I apply a subtle brown color under the eyes to connect the top and bottom of our shadows. On the inner corner of the eye, where our eye begins, I apply a pearlescent shadow or highlighter. A beautiful glare appears in the corner of the eye, and the makeup becomes even more beautiful. Next, I apply the glitter base on my finger and spread evenly, patting on the eyelid, on the convex area, where there's no dark shadow. Next, I take the crumbly shadow, dab it on my finger, and gently apply it to my eyelid. Look how beautiful it turns out. To make it even, pat and blend in the pretty glitter. Do the same on the other eye. Look how beautiful it turns out. The most important accent in our makeup is the arrows. I draw them as shown in the video. That is, from the end of the eyelash edge, I lift the corner and a little away from the tip, drawing inward to the middle of the eye. And then I gently spread it all over the eyelash line. It's practically jewelry work, but if you do it many times, you can do it. I believe in you. In order not to age my model, I draw the arrows very thin. They will emphasize the eyes but will not add age. Watch carefully and learn from you. It's definitely gonna work. It is best if you duplicate the arrow several times. Then you'll fill it in with black color well, and it will look tighter and prettier. Next, lifting the lash edge, I streak the lashes with mascara. Look at that, well painted, but didn't emphasize it, since we'll be gluing them on. Always give your client or model a rest, because if you don't close your eyes for a long time, they will get watery. For when I put on my eyelashes, I glue on false lashes. From the outer corner of the beginning of the lash to the pupil, I glue 12 lengths. And from the pupil all around the pupil area, I glue a 10 length. This makes the eye appear more elongated. Next, I draw the shape of my eyebrows with eyeshadow. Do not do dark eyebrows under any circumstances. Eyebrows should always be slightly lighter than our hairs. Then your look will be softer and more gentle. Next, I outline the cheekbones with a cream sculptor from the center of the auricle along the cheekbone line. The forehead area and chin line are also darkened to add texture to the face. It is very important to blend the products well. Here's a close look at how I'm drawing the nose area. I draw lines to visually narrow the nose. The tip of the nose I draw took like this to fluff it up. With a fluffier synthetic brush, I blend out all the borders and make the sculptor transitions softer. After I gently blend out the sculptor, take a good look. I'm going to apply concealer to emphasize all the bulging areas of our face. They will accentuate and even out the texture of our face beautifully. Then I take a loose powder and swatch on all the creamy textures I've applied. Next, with the dry bronzer, I fix everything I applied with the cream bronzer. And I also use a fluffy brush to apply blush to the bulging areas of my cheekbones. And with a small brush, I apply the highlighter firmly to the convex cheekbone area. See how your face starts to shine beautifully. It would brighten up this makeup even more if I applied highlighter under my eyebrows. Look how beautiful and harmonious everything looks. And, of course, a peak nose to make it appear even narrower. Above the lip to lift it a little. Now let's start sketching the lips. Look, I'm drawing on the convex area of the lips and thus exaggerating them a bit. But it really isn't. They're the same size, just more colorless. Now we're adding flowers, and it seems to make them appear three-dimensional. But look how beautiful it is and how it beautifies our lips. In order to accentuate the lip contour, I took a coffee-colored pencil and worked my lips beautifully. After I've worked the outline, I fade and deepen the color a bit along the entire lip contour. Next, I put the lipstick on the brush and work it inside the lip contour. Look, we get a smooth transition from lipstick, pencil, and here with my finger I also fade, but also on the very center of the lips I apply more pink lipstick, and it turns out our lips consist of 3 colors. Then I take a thin brush and gently brush where it's not quite even. Look how beautiful it turns out. Also, to make our makeup shine from space, I apply glitter to the bulging cheekbone areas. Look how beautiful it looks. I can't take my eyes off it. Friends, rate this video and write how you like it. I would be very pleased if you put a like and subscribe.